Well, hello there. It is nice to meet you. For the longest time, I have wanted a YouTube channel. I have watched people make videos and have watched them over and over and over again. And I always said to myself, I want to do it too. You know, I have charisma and charm. So I want to make it short and sweet and to the point. My name is Carmine Holloman, and I am 34 years old today, July 9th, 2018. And this year's a little bit different. This year's different because I am about to transform. I'll tell you what it means. What it means is I'm finally not afraid to be. Period. There's a period there. To just be without anything other than being me. Now, some people will say that's easy to do. Well, not in this world. Not when you got people telling you what to do, or, you behave in a certain way because of what people may say or how people may think or treat you or what have you. So for me, on this day, July 9th, 2018, I have chosen to make some changes. Some big changes. And I'm going to make these changes in certain areas in my life. Areas that I think are important. Areas that I think every person thinks they can do a little bit better on. So you guys, my vision is, I can see, but I can't see. So, okay. I'll take them on and off as we go through this list, but I have some things written down. My first thing is spirituality. I am not religious. I am spiritual. I know that there is an almighty creator. I prefer to say universe, and it works for me. So, number one, dealing with the universe. I like the universe because it's the broadest sense of where we are is in the universe, and we are all tied together. So the universe is very important to me, and I just think it plays a role in how everything goes moving forward. Next, being. I know I said that before. I want to be. Being free. I really don't know what that feels like. A black woman in America. You do the math. Being 100% without holding back, without worry, without fear. I don't know what that feels like. Okay, number three. Okay. Oh, honey. Ouch. Positive and optimistic. I'm a very positive and optimistic person. Even when something happens in my life that appears to be awful, you can find the positivity in it. You can be optimistic about certain situations. And when you do that, you can manifest. That's the last thing about being spiritual. You can manifest things in your life. And it starts from a thought, vocalizing it out of your mouth, and then doing something so that it actually occurs. Okay, so that's it for spirituality. Now, the next thing I love is being an intellectual. Growing up, my mother always emphasized education. And we can talk about why later, honey. But education is very important to me. I am an educator. I teach. And I love it. I love to learn. Gotta put my glasses back on. I can't see. I think everyone should have some level of, intellect. Whether that be through education, through experience, books, reading, provoking thoughts, and, being a critical thinker, being a problem solver. I think once you've mastered those things and you really love them, there's no challenge that can come your way that you can't overcome. That's just my thoughts. Okay. Thirdly, first, spirituality, growing in my intellect. And third, is the physical. I think this is important because this is the temple that we have. And you have to treat your temple accordingly. If not, it's going to have a busted temple. Excuse me. So, number one, I think, is, your overall health. Making sure that you're not at risk for diseases such as diabetes, high blood pressure, any type of heart conditions. Making sure that your cholesterol is good, your blood levels are good, your hormones are good. You have to make sure those things are on point. And as we go along, you guys will see how I just kind of, missed the ball on that a little bit. Next, exercise. Now, I've been exercising on and off for years. I started right after college. I gained weight and I promised myself, I'm going to work it off. But once I got it off, I didn't know how to maintain it. I didn't know how to be consistent. But I'm going to be consistent moving forward. Okay, the next thing I have is, what you put in your body. Food and water. Making sure you're putting in the right foods. Making sure you're putting in the right water. Not just spring water or drinking water, but, the infamous alkaline water. So I will be learning about that. Learning about what to eat, how to eat. As of late, I have had a more food-based, plant-based diet. And I want to see where that takes me. I want to try some things and recommend some things to you guys. Okay, next thing is, yeah. I got weight management on here. Weight management and measurements. Because sometimes your weight may be what it is, and your measurements can be, they cannot balance. So, I want to get to a place where my weight is balanced, my measurements are balanced. And, when you look good, you feel good. You feel me? And lastly, beauty. There's some things I want done. Naturally, of course. As natural as it can get. Now, do I think, yeah, I do. But there's some areas for improvement, And I'm going to do that within a year. Just you watch and see. Journey with me. So we got a spiritual growth, spiritual healing, spiritual health, intellectual growth, and physical growth. Now, my last two are financial and emotional. Fortunately, they're last because I want to learn more about finance and money. And when it comes to finance, currently I am only one step above a wage worker. I'm a salary slave. And I'm getting kind of tired of that. My next step is then becoming an entrepreneur, learning how to pay taxes correctly, if you know what I'm saying. And instead of saving money, storing money for usage, not just saving just because. And then lastly, debt. All kind of debt, honey. School debts, credit card debts, just that horrible debt. How to get out of it, how to get rid of it. I'm going to find out. And lastly, emotional health and emotional growth and emotional healing. Yeah, I think I need to write that down. So you need your healing. You need your growth. And, I'll talk about the emotional part. The emotional, what I tend to see with myself is that I have a lot of things that occurred in the past and I just have not let them go. And I have not dealt with them and I'm not completely healed from them. So I will be doing that. Secondly, holistic healing. I believe in chakras. I believe in crystals. I believe in all things natural here on earth. I don't think you need to ingest or inject your body with anything that is not straight from the earth. It's just my belief. Thirdly, core values. You know what I mean? Like honesty. Actually, that's really my only one that I really like is honesty. I consider myself to be honest. And some people might say, well, leaving out things, that's lying by omission, but I don't do that purposefully. Sometimes I think there's a time and a place for you to say certain things. But other than that, I am honest, but maybe I need to learn a little bit more about that. Also, let's see, number 4, standards. Now, I know I'm calling out just words here, but I will get more in depth moving forward as to what that means and how I'm going to work on it. Right now, it's just I have an outline of what it is I want to do and what I want to accomplish in a year. So standards meaning, like what are your non-negotiables? Standards meaning what is it that you will take and what is it that you won't take? What is it that you will not bend to? What are you flexible on? And being concrete in that understanding. And lastly, growth. Just growing past it, getting over it, being able to deal with it, being able to move forward, move past it. And I'm going to do that. I know I've said a lot, I've rambled, blah, blah, blah. But it took a lot for me to do this. I've been wanting to do this for years. I'm almost getting teared up, but I'm controlling my tear ducts because, Lord, there may be some crying on this channel. But for the first time in my life, see, I'm getting choked up again. I'm not going to do it. I am transparent. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. It's my birthday. Turned 34. Ooh, y'all see that? Yeah, I'm going to learn about that too. Is there any way to stop that? Not naturally though, huh? What, Botox? But yes, come with me for an entire year. From July 9th, 2018 to July 9th, 2019, I plan on being, period. I plan on having a much better understanding and appreciation. I'm going to go through spiritual healing, intellectual healing, physical healing, financial healing, and emotional healing. And in this year, I will see, you will see, everyone will see growth in all of those areas. Because I believe when you are strong in those areas, when you are spiritually sound, when you are secure in your intelligibility, when you look good, when you look in the mirror and you're like, when money is no longer an issue, and when you are able to accept your emotions and accept those things around you, there is nothing, absolutely nothing that can stand in your way. So I'm gonna do my little thing that I came up with, you guys. I'm gonna try it. It's like, bye ladies, and gents. Now I don't want to push a button to turn it off. Okay, they said I have 15 minutes, so I'm going to use my 15 minutes. I thank you guys for watching me and for not judging me and allowing me to be. Bye.